All right. We are back with another episode of Tuxedo Talk.
Yeah.
I am your host, CJ Steves. I have a special guest today with me named Jay Blanco.
Hello.
He is a hip-hop artist. He's a family man. He's an entrepreneur. He's a father. Let's see what else. I think that's family man. But
mainly father.
Yeah. And
All the rest a little bit.
Wow. And we're gonna find out a whole bunch more. But no, yeah, I'm the worst with the bring in. But once we get going, baby.
All right. And you just chop out whatever, right?
No, we just keep it. We just keep it.
live.
Yeah, it's real, just lax. We're just chilling. We're gonna do a couple shots today. We usually kick off the show with a shot.
Okay.
And then we'll just shoot the shit and everberry get to know
Cheers.
you.
I'm
You'll get to know
assuming
Tuxedo.
This is the Tuxedo.
This is the Tuxedo. Yes, sir.
8.6.
500 bottles at a time. 86 proof. 6 times distilled. It's made from corn too, so you get that sweet finish.
Yeah.
Right.
Good shit.
Yeah, I like to leave it in the freezer too because the higher proof. I mean, most people do with the vodka. That's what
Remember
I
when
say.
I seen you in the store
Yeah.
over there off Cover Grove?
Oh, yeah. Appreciate you. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. No, yeah. And so we just kind of going to shoot the shit. We got a nice cocktail today.
Yeah, what you got there?
So you know how the Twisted Tea's been all in the news feed lately,
Yeah.
right? So we're going to just do a little Arnie Palmies with obviously the Tuxedo, but then we got the Hubert's Lemonade. You've heard of the Hubert's?
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
And I hadn't really even had Twisted Tea before, to be honest. Have you ever tried it?
I'm not my sister crushes those things.
I'm not a tea guy.
I haven't done many teas, but
Yeah, it's actually really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was very surprised. It's actually 5% alcohol too. So
I don't really want to admit
no,
it,
yeah.
but I have had some of those what are the ones that the girls drink?
The Mike's Hard.
White Claws.
The White Claws. Mike's Hard. That's
You
like
feel
90s.
real gangster when you got a White Claw.
Right.
You walk in, you're like, I'm a
Right.
White Claw, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm out here doing it.
I'm drinking my grapefruit
Drinking
seltzer.
my claw, but they taste hella good.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm like, I see why the females drink these, or the guys, or whoever, but they taste hella good.
Right.
You do need like 16 of them to get where you want to go.
No, I feel you. Yeah, just I might get a little more in the mic. Just
Okay.
Yeah, just get a little adjusted. I can see your level and my level is a little.
Yo.
Yeah. But
Yep.
as soon as you're in it, you're
So
good.
that's me on the top.
You're on the top. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Those are some thin vocals compared to
Yeah.
yours, bro.
But yeah, let's shoot the shit. Let's get it going.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's usually like I'll ask you some questions, but if you got any questions, just fire away. Also, yeah. So let's start with, I guess, the music. Obviously, what was the first kind of like introduction to like the music industry? Maybe like I think I kind of like this hip hop thing, or does it go all the way back to just growing up listening to it with like
so
it being in the background? And
my brother in Cali my dad actually did a mural on his wall of Life Is Too Short.
Mm-hmm.
My dad did a mural on his wall of Life Is Too Short, and this is when I was about 10 or 9, and so that you picture I'm already like, my brother's getting a mural, I'm down there and I'm like, oh, too short,
Yeah.
Easy-E, and so I would spend the winters in Eugene and the summers in Cali.
Right.
Every year. So it's like, and when I'd come back from Cali, I'm from Cali. I'm in Oregon, like, oh, I'm from Cali, bro. Like, bro, you spent 3 months there. Chill. You're 9 here.
Yeah.
And you go to school here, so
Yeah.
shut up. You go to Madison, you go to North, you ain't from Cali, sit down. But
we all knew that dude too. Yeah.
yeah, no, I know.
Yeah.
I threw a few LA tattoos on me and thought it
right.
would work. It just didn't work.
That's
out, you know
fun.
what I mean?
Yeah. Growing up, baby.
But no, so yeah, I mean, since I was about 10, I was into the hip hop. I always, the people around me always listened to it. And then like when I was about 12 is when I started freestyling, and I was listening to Spice One, watching The Box.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Way back
The Box
in the day.
where you
and like
you'd request video.
yeah,
you could request it.
I don't remember how much it was, like a
Yeah.
buck or $1.50, and we'd request Scarface or Twist or whoever it was. And I remember back then. So how I actually started freestyling was Spice One was big with the get when I come with the, so I could freestyle like that.
Okay.
So the homies were like, hey, drop one of those Spice Ones, and I could be like, and here I go when I'm on the floor, and everybody know, and like people
cadence.
couldn't believe
Yeah.
I was just
Yeah.
And so that's how it started, and then from there I just kept going, and then I ran into Mac Dub, who back then was Young Will,
Right.
and I ran into him when I was 14.
Shout out Will.
Shout out Mac Dub, that's
Yeah.
my guy. I'm actually going to his wedding at the end of the month.
Oh, nice.
In Vegas. He's getting married.
There we go.
Congrats to him.
Yeah, congrats, sir. Well, cheers to that.
Yeah, cheers to that.
Yeah.
It's gonna
cheers
be
to you, sir. Oh yeah. I like
And
this,
so
though.
yeah, that's bomb.
Yeah.
So I ran into Mac Dub on the bridge going, the bridge that goes, you're at Wella Gillespie and the bridge that goes to Valley River.
Okay.
I was riding my bike, I think to Valley River, and I run, and he's like, "Hey, you rap?" Like he had heard about me or whatever. And he knew my dad.
Okay.
That's some other shit we won't talk about. We'll talk about that offline.
We were talking about music, sir.
We'll talk about that offline. So anyhow, he was like, you got a 16 bar? I didn't even know what that was. I'm like, no. I got a handlebars on my bike.
Right, yeah.
And he was like, you write your rhymes? I'm like, no, I just freestyle. Kind of like offended, like, I don't write rhymes, but I freestyle.
Yeah.
And he was like, I'll give you $20 if you go write 16 bars. And the 16 bar is, when I walk down the street, then I bump my, there's one, and I'm like, oh, okay. So that's when I learned what a 16 bar was, and I went and wrote that, and I went and collected my debt. You know what I mean? I'm like, I need that 20.
That's dope.
Here's my bars.
Yeah.
And since then, and so that's like, it's crazy when I think of it that way, because since then, that moment that I got that $20, I've been a rapper.
Yeah. Right.
What a trip. So what if I didn't run into him? Would I just freestyle and then maybe fizzled out and never did it? I ended up dropping 7 albums and fuck with Baby Bash and going to Cali.
No, I was gonna say we'll get to that for sure.
So it's a trip how like one little thing can change your whole, That's
crazy, bro.
And Dub, I don't give you enough props for that. That's actually that's pretty deep. It's pretty deep dope. When you think about it or say it out loud. You know what I mean? You
look back on it,
and now like, it's a trip.
I remember when I was first starting out doing the music or whatever, and I was like, dude, what am I gonna call myself? You know what I mean? I had all these like names that really like. I think the first one I was like, oh, I'm gonna be the white boy. I'm like,
I was the Hurricane.
And I remember sitting with Dusty Fuller on the stoop of his house out in Thurston, and I'm like, I'm just trying to think of this name, man. Like, he's like, what do you got? And I'm like, the white boy. He's like, what else you got?
let me get number 2.
Yeah. And I go, CJ Steez. And he sits there for a second and goes, yeah, that's good, man. Like, that's it. It's it's original. It's just, a little flair on your name. That's all you really,
And I've had a gang of names.
Yeah. Oh, I know. It was,
so I started with Baby Evil.
Baby Evil.
So that was the intro.
Okay.
And that, again, I was Hurricane. And I was Muggsy. And all these little names I came up with that I never actually stamped.
I got introduced to you as JB Evil.
Okay, so I was Baby Evil for about 5 years. And then I was like, I ain't no baby, bro. I'm a grown-ass man. I'm 15.
Right.
So it turned to JB Evil. And then JB Evil turned into JB the Don, because then I was like, well, I'm not JB Evil no more. That guy's gone.
I remember that.
Now I'm JB
was
the
fun
Don
too. I liked that one.
And I ran with that.
With the
cigar and the money stacks and
the
shit.
rolled up business sleeves and stuff.
And then I turned the corner. I was actually at a bar at downtown Disney in Anaheim with my homie. We had the day off from work. We were drinking shots of tequila at this little outdoor bar, and my homie Sal Manila, shout out Sal. His brother was working, and he was like, hey, I got some shots on the house for y'all, so this Blanco tequila. And I looked over at my boy. I'm like, Jay Blanco. And he's like, what? And I'm like, you know what Blanco means, right? And he's like,
right.
Some white boy. He's like, no. I'm like, it means white, bro. I'm like, I happen to be a white, pale Mexican. Like,
yeah, it's like perfect.
JB, Jay Blanco. My last name's Bustamante. I'm like,
and it's not that far of a stretch.
And he was like, my homie's like, I don't know about the whole Spanish thing, bro. And I was sold, though. I was like, that's it.
I was like, nah, that's it.
And then, so and now that I'm doing music again, because I took a sabbatical, just for, I do mortgage and real estate shit. So I've been real busy being an adult, but I love music and it's how I live, like, and stay alive. And so as of recently, it's Blancs. So I've taken out the J Blanc. It's just Blancs. So if you hear me on a track, I'm referring to myself as Blancs.
Yeah.
And I think that came from my homies at Ghost House Studios in Cali that would call me Blancs.
Yeah, and it's a shorter version, and then it doesn't really say like the tequila thing as much too. It looks a little more grown up. It's more just
Blancs.
Yeah.
So that's like if I was gonna call myself something, which is weird for even me to call myself that, because I'm called Dad so often by my kids, and like my daughter's at my office every day. I spend a lot of time with my kids. I'm very hands on. And so it's weird to even be like, hey, if I meet someone, I can't even really say that. Like, I'm Blancs.
No, I wasn't even sure what to bring in.
So like, homies that introduced me, they're like, hey, this is Jay Blanco. I'm like, well, kind of.
Yeah. I was.
I am. Kind of. And as you can see, I got, 10 chains on.
Right.
8. It's hard for me to shake who I am. Even though I grow up, I become mature in all these departments like bills and life and credit and everything. But when it really comes down to it, I still love being that character who, not the bad side of that character, because that guy got me in some trouble, but the good side of that character that enjoys camaraderie, being around people, doing music, you know what I mean? And music's definitely reviving me right now. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Especially in this pandemic, it's been a huge outlet to do something. You know, I've done like 4 songs in the last week.
No, I know you have.
Dirty came to town.
Yeah, Dirty came to town.
Got everybody all excited.
No, yeah.
And we shot a video. I mean, that shit was out of the blue.
Oh, yeah.
I wasn't expecting that. And I'm like, I got like 10 or 12 pandemic pounds right now that I didn't want on the video. But you can't cut those out.
I get it. No, I've been. If you watch episode 1 to now, I'm like, man, I gotta get back in there, bro.
Man, my face. I seen a picture the other day. I'm like, no wonder I'm growing my beard. I'm hiding under that bitch.
No, I shaved some of my goatee down. And I was like, oh, that was a bad idea.
I know you expose your shit right here. You know what I mean? But no, so yeah, I've been. It's pretty dope. I've been working with Drops.
Oh, speaking of Drops and Dirty coming to town. So me and Drops were working on something, and then Dirty came to town. And I haven't seen this motherfucker. Nope, where you at, Drops?
He's on about 4 songs with me. So and Drops been killing them too. Like I know Drops had like a little sabbatical too, but
yep.
He's back with songs.
No, yeah, he dropped me.
He's been slaying them.
Yeah, we did a new song together. He laced it, and like it's crazy how quick he can lace it.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
I've like literally right when I moved back, which is 3 years ago, we had a freestyle session, and dude can freestyle, and like I'm a freestyler. Right. That's my main strong point. You know, this is Gamestaz. It's me and Dizio. Abe's one of the best rappers there is. Yeah. If you want to compete with Abe, good luck. That's like competing with Nas.
No, yeah.
Shout out to Dizio.
Diz.
You know I got more swag than you, but you got better lyrics.
He writes a book every time.
It's so like it's crazy. It's always been kind of tough for me because I'm competing with one of the better artists. Like mathematically, it's so perfect.
Right.
And so it's like I've always had to kind of bring a little something extra in order for it to work because Dizio's got some. He's like Outkast. Or he's got that shit.
No, yeah.
It's really easy for him too. So like if you listen to Mac's album and you hear Beats Are Knocking, I'm almost emulating his rap.
Oh, okay.
Because he goes before me and listen to it. I'm basically biting him. I don't even realize that. I didn't even realize it until I bought the song on iTunes and I'm listening to it back and I'm like, you are biting this motherfucker right now. Like you sound exactly like him. You're trying to sound like him. But he's a dope artist, you know?
Yeah. No, yeah. My favorite song.
He's been working with us too, which is dope. Like it's been me, Sav.
I was gonna get back to it. Yeah.
Me, Sav, Dizio, and Drops. Like, and we're kind of like the little Mexican Indian connection right now.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And I know that you guys just shot the video. Who directed it?
DeAndre.
DeAndre. Yeah. Yeah. And
he did Will's video.
The
How We Roll.
That last one, Greedy.
No, not with Greedy.
No, Greedy. No,
that was a different cat.
That was a different
one. That's I think Northwest. I forget his name, but the cat that shot his How We Roll video.
Okay.
But he got a new red camera, which we shot this video with. So he stepped up his game.
That's dope.
And like I was actually a little discouraged in the beginning of the video because I'm just a hella alpha. Normally I'm gonna be the one setting it up. It's gonna be my props, my situation. And I just ran with it. Like they're like, "Hey, we're gonna shoot this video." You know, I'm like, "All right, I'll throw some dough at it. Let's do it."
Right.
But when it was happening, I was a little out of my comfort zone because I had nothing to do with it.
It was I'm just like showing do up. My verse kind of thing. Yeah.
It'd be like if I was just showing up here, but this is like a podcast. This isn't a video.
Right.
Normally, I want to have so I'm gonna have the car. I'm gonna have this. Mind you, we use my wife just got a new car. We use her car in the video.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Dirty's driving
how we do it. Yeah, yeah.
We improvise. We threw my car in there because I got a decent car. And but normally I would be the one controlling that, and I let Sav's like, "Hey, can we do this, and that?" I'm like, "Homie, full creative control."
Yeah, just do what you. Yeah.
Because I really, honestly, right now, the reason that I'm doing music is to help these cats that are 10 years younger than me.
Right.
Because I know, bro, I had a really like for me out of the town. I mean, Dirty right this moment is my bad. I'm not even on that mic.
I know.
I do that same shit in the studio too.
I'm waiting until we get to break to be like, bro.
So, hey, I do that same shit. It's because the camera's this way, so it's pulling me.
You can we can scoot back or do however you want to.
No, it's good. It's good. I just gotta pay attention to it. I could say I'm like, man, your bars are whack right now.
That's so funny.
So no, look,
we want the precious gems.
So where was I at? We were going somewhere.
You were talking about creative control on the video.
Oh, okay.
Sav was like, can we do this?
So Sav's like, hey, can we do this? Can we do that? And I'm like, homie, we could do literally anything you want. Like, I don't care at all what we do. Like, he said, can you do this 2-step dance? I'm like, sure, let's do it. Because right this moment, I care more about helping other cats than myself. For me, it's not that I'm done because I'm still doing music, but I've already that's what I was saying.
Yeah.
From the town, I had a hell of an experience, bro. Dirty's the only cat I know who's kind of having a close to similar experience, but it's different because he's a producer. I was an artist. I ended up linking up with Bash, getting signed to Kid Frost, and being a part of something real special that, like, from the town, from Eugene, Oregon, from 541, we don't get to experience that shit. Like the lights, the glamour, the glitz, you know what I mean? And the trippy part is once I seen it and was able to almost grab it, like I could, my fingers were touching it. I was like, I don't know if this is for me. Like, I wanted it so bad, and then once I got it out, like once it was right there where I could grab it, I was like, I don't know about this. This don't seem like what I thought it was.
Really?
You know what I mean? And I think it was because I had kids. A kid, because it's prior to my daughter being born. Right. Because I had a kid and I was more in the, and I'm doing mortgage. At this point. I'm making money at mortgage. I'm learning this whole finance business, and I'm like, I just didn't like having to like keep up with my image and shit all the time. Sometimes I just want to be dad. Yeah. I don't want to like, hey, what's up, homie? And in LA, it's cutthroat. It's like, what's cracking, bro? And bro, I'm a kind of a gangster by trade. I don't really know how to not be that when I'm around cats. So I gotta like, hey, what's up? But I got tired of that. Like, what's cracking, homie? Somebody might punch you because they don't like you, just because you got more swag than them. Right. Yeah. You know what I mean? And if you can fight, then that means you're getting in a fight. Right. You know what I'm saying? Which I'm kind of one of those cats. Right. And so like, it's really good to be a adult ass motherfucker now and not be a part of any of that. And I'm just like, I want to help these cats out. Like, I literally want to help Drops and Sab more than myself. And I will. Watch what I do. Oh, yeah. I'll help you. Oh, for sure. I want to help the whole, because music is like something that I was blessed to be a part of, and not just in Oregon, but in Cali. I know like the formula of kind of hits. You know what I mean? Like I know how it works. So, but it's really good to be a part of it right now. Like that video is going to be dope.
I was curious on, because it's all of you. Who's going to put it out? Like, whose song is it? Featuring everybody.
It's a good question. So, so right now I'm actually, when I leave here, I'm going to J Stack Studio to do to
steal it. It's mine.
To steal the show from Sab. My bad, bro. I love you. But he sent me this track, a dope ass track, by the way. Yeah. And I'm gonna feature on that track. And so like right now we're basically doing an album. I don't know what it's called. I don't know who's putting it out, or what. It might even be Gamestaz presents X, Y, or Z, because I might just be the big homie and be like, I'm gonna fund you little motherfuckers. Here, I'm gonna put this out just for you, because I honestly don't want any of that part of it. Because then after even when we were doing that show, bro, the whole lot, when we were about to do that show, it's I know the pressure started coming on me, because so I have my own mortgage broker company. It's, as you know, having a company, it's a lot of fucking work. And then I come home to my two kids. So where's the time to do podcasts and do studios and do videos? If you're gonna be a good husband, a good father, there's not no time. No, and I'm not trying to have fame no more. So it's not for bitches, it's not for money. Right. So what are you doing it for? I'm just doing it for passion and love. So now I could see the little homies that are doing it, who are still grown ass men, because you guys are all 32 years old. I'm just 41, so it seems like. And it's like, hey, what's up, OG? Which is a trip, because I was just the 19-year-old freestyle drinking 40s. Yeah. And now I'm the 41-year-old with two kids in a mortgage broker shop, and you know what I mean. Shout out to E Mortgage, paying my bills. Eugene E Mortgage.
That's awesome, man.
But and I work right behind Valley River. I got a little office there, which for my first few months was like a hip hop office, and then I've casually turned it into a mortgage office. Because at first I'm like, oh, this is my studio / office. And then I'm like, bro, this ain't your studio. Right. You're a grown man. You got a mortgage broker shop. You're not rapping here.
And you got to find that line where it's like, people come into there and it's like, what do they read when they see that? You know what I mean?
I had albums on the wall, and I had a client come in, and it's just awkward.
Yeah, he's like, are you sure? Cigar in my
mouth. Yeah, like who the fuck are you? Now I got like,
I came to talk mortgages.
Now I got motivational posters on the wall and shit like that, where you can come in and you're like, okay, I'm gonna get my loan. But really, with COVID, I don't have anybody, and it's all over the phone.
Yeah, nowadays, huh?
So, but now with the music, man, I mean, I really, when, because I don't like to do the if shit. Right. When this whole thing kind of slows down a little bit, and when I can throw some shows, I really want to bring some noise to the town. Me personally, I'll probably feature on these cat songs in their sets, but I'm not really into doing a set no more. Right. That's what I was saying about that show. When it actually came down to it, I was like talking to Deez, and he's like, what songs are we going to do? And I'm like, I don't know, bro. Like, this feels weird.
It's been so long.
It just don't feel like... mind you, if we wanted to, but we have to want to. We'll go slay everybody. Me and Diesel get together, we'll rehearse, and we'll murder everyone.
Right.
But neither of us really want to.
I know. Different chapters right now.
How do we do that? You know what I mean? So right now, if I can help these other cats and get them motivated and give them like, because me, like when I started fucking with Bash, which how I started fucking with Bash was doing the show with him. Right. And right before we left, like, and I was all like, man, I wanted to fuck. I'm like, man, this dude's, he's a Latino artist. He's a platinum artist.
Baby Bash.
You know, he's a big artist. Sugar was huge. Cyclone. The list goes on.
Got cuts.
And so I'm leaving this place, and I didn't get to meet him, and I'm like kind of bothered by it. And I had backup dancers. I had 2 go-go dancers that performed with me everywhere I went, and they were 2 little hot chicks wearing go-go outfits. Right. Anyone wants to talk to them. They'll talk to anyone. And you're going to talk to them because they're cute chicks, and we're getting ready to leave. I'm like, hey, you need to go in there and give Bash my CD real quick before I go. So they come out, and she's like, hey, I gave him your CD in your car, and he's going to call you. And I'm like, all right, cool, sure.
Yeah, right.
Sure enough, like a couple hours later, he's like, hey, fam, I seen your set. Like, that was dope. And I'm rolling my homie Boogie on the 405 freeway, and I get this call from Baby Bash, which was a big deal at the time. Then we became close, and it wasn't
let me pull over.
And I'm like, and I'm all like nonchalant, like, oh shit, what's up, homie? You know what I'm saying? We out here getting it. And really, I'm like about to faint.
Yeah, right.
Got Baby Bash talking, and so he's like, you want to come to the studio tomorrow and get on my album? Mind you, if Bash sees this, I had to work the next day, right? So I called out to work, but I'm acting like I'm not talking about work. We're not gonna mention that.
No, of course.
You know what I mean? I'm like, I'll be there. Shit, let's do this. And I came out. We did a song. It was me, him, and this cat, Mr. Capone.
Capone.
We did a song called CA Life. It's a pretty dope track. I think it's got like 300,000 views or something. Right. But it was a cool experience. I went to the studio in LA, East LA, in the hood, and did this song. And I wrote the hook, and then we just built. He was like, hey, you want to come to Texas? And then I started doing his backups. So I was doing his backups, which was weird for me. I've never done anyone's backups, ever. But let me tell you this. There's something about doing Sugar, how you get so fly. You're just like, because you feel like it's you. Right. For that moment, she move her body like us. It's T-Pain, but you're like, that's me.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm under there.
You know what I mean? It's like, what is that? Let me see you go. I'm literally like, we're doing these shows, and I'm like, we did a show. We did a show with, what's the white boy from Seattle?
Not Macklemore.
Yeah, okay, yeah. So we did a show with Macklemore and the Redlands out in like the IE.
Oh, okay.
At this college, just straight cracking.
All right.
And I'm just like, I got a taste of. I'm like, this is what these cats have been feeling this whole time. Because we local cats. I sold out some shows at Wetlands. There's like 300 people there.
No, it's very different.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Now I got 5,000 just throwing their shirts off. Like, it's crazy. Right. And I was like, holy fuck, I need this. So for a second, I was getting my fuel fed by his sets. So I was like confused. Like, is this fucking me over? Because I'm the backup guy. Like, is this taking away from my artistry?
Am I looking like the
backup guy? Yeah, and really it was
now.
Like, but I mean, I consulted my people, and it's like, well, no, because you're on stage with the famous dude, and when you get off stage, you could be whoever you want.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And so smart. It was a hell of an experience. And I'm no Baby Bash. Baby Bash is a platinum artist. I went to Texas, went to his house. He's a very wealthy dude.
Yeah, I watched the music video with you guys yesterday.
I do all right, but I'm no Baby Bash. but in the 541 to the homies, I'm kind of like a Baby Bash because I can do things for them. Right. I can take all my resources that I have because I built up a hella collective of resources, and I know all these people. They respect me. Right. I've never done anybody wrong. And which is what I want to do. I want to like help them to live their dream, man, and make this shit like actually exist, Right. Because it's hard, especially right now, because it's hella depressing, bro. I mean, this pandemic is people are losing their shit.
No, I know. It's super unfortunate.
So for the town, man, I really want to do it for the town, man. Right. Just like same reason I'm doing this shit. Yeah. For you. No, yeah. If I can push. Bro. Yeah. Shout out to Tuxedo Vodka. You know what I mean? Real talk. So I remember seeing you in the West Side Liquor. Yeah. Shout out to the West Side.
I was like, shit.
And it's really dope what you're doing, man. I'm hella proud of you. Thank you, anybody who tries to entrepreneur some shit and do something different. You know what I mean? I've always been that cat. Like, I've always wanted to do something different than just the norm. You know what I mean? Right. And like, I own a mortgage shop. That's kind of cool, but it's a hella stressful job.
I believe it.
It ain't. Yeah. It's far from peaches and cream.
No, yeah.
The money's good, but it's far from peaches and cream. It's actually pretty exhausting.
I believe it.
Hey, what's up with my loan? And sometimes I want to be like, hey, listen, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Fuck your loan. I'm from the south side, homie.
Yeah.
But I can't. No, I'm Mr. Professional. Right. Like, okay, sir, well, here's what we're going to do. Let's just take a step back. You know what I mean? But it's hard to mix it. And it's not just me. I mean, I happen to be an artist and a pretty interesting cat, but any mortgage cat, on the phone, you're whoever you are, but then you get off the phone and you're whoever you are.
Of course. Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you're usually not that.
You got your businessman voice.
No, absolutely. You're going to hang up the phone and suddenly I was cracking.
No,
what are we doing?
Same when I make the phone calls to like, you know, hey, we got this product. You know,
right.
It's different.
And
there's a voice that goes with it.
And you try to use your professional words.
Exactly.
You got your professional vocab, which is cool. I think everybody should have both.
I put my suit on just to make my business calls. You know what I'm saying?
Right. It's funny. When you came to my house to bring me those little logos.
Yeah.
My wife was all nervous, like you were some big shot. Like she's like, "There's some guy here in a suit."
Yeah,
you know what I mean. And she's like, you know, that was hella impressive that he was in a suit. And like, it's because in Oregon we don't see that shit. In Cali, people wear their suits and they're gonna show out, and your manager's gonna show up to your show in a suit.
Right?
How you doing? I'm so and so. I represent so and so. And it's like, oh hey, but up here it's not really. No, it's pretty like laid back. You see a suit, even right now, bro. Going to the store to give me a Diet Pepsi.
Yeah, and like, it was like, dang, where you going?
Like, this one got like 10 chains on it. Like, the guy was like, hey. I could tell you want to be like, who are you?
Yeah. Why are you in this store?
Yeah, what do you do? You're really buying a Diet Pepsi right now?
Right.
Like, don't you have somebody do that for you?
Yeah, right.
Just sell a chain.
That's so funny. No, yeah, you're totally right. I would go to like my meetings to like pitch the vodka to like restaurants or bars and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Instead of wearing like the polo that would say like Tuxedo Vodka on it, like I wore the full suit. I didn't wear like a tuxedo because that felt like a little excessive, but I would wear like a real suit to the little pitch or whatever, and it was just like kind of reined in a little more with the brand. I felt like, you know.
Well, it's just like, I mean, if you're going to a job interview, especially in the mortgage industry, if you don't have a suit on, you probably ain't getting hired.
Right.
It's like, bro, you got your slacks and your T-shirt on.
Like, got a nice little polo. That's just like, that's it. So the slacks. Look like you work for like you work at like Sugar City or Best Buy.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
But back to what you were saying, though, we will.
Wait, I think what do we got before you? I don't want to cut you off, but we got 2 minutes till we got to take a break.
Okay.
Yeah. Should we just take a break and jump back in?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Tuxedo Talk. Jay Blanco.
Hello.
Blancs. Yeah.
It's actually BLANC $.
So you know. All right. We'll be back in a second.
Just in case that ever goes viral, and we got to talk about it later.
All right, y'all. We'll be back. All right, and we're back.
Yeah.
Blancs, Jay Blanco.
What it do?
We're back. All right, so we usually kick the next segment off with a shot, just to keep everything.
Tuxedo Vodka in the building. 86 proof.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Kind of just smoothly goes down and lets you breathe out that 8.6.
It does have a little heat on it, but it's a good heat.
Yeah, it's just like a.
It's a little more than your normal 80, which, you know.
Right. It's I feel like that 6, but I'm a math guy. Yeah. I'm a math guy, so that 6 counts.
Oh, it does. It does.
And
you could feel it on like 2 shots.
I could taste the sace.
Yeah. And I like the burn down on it.
Yeah.
It's really nice, especially from the freezer.
Pepto-Bismol or
like
something.
Cold. Coating the stomach.
Coating. So, yeah, man. I mean, what's good?
I mean, we were talking about just presentation on in the workplace, but I mean we could segue to
just in general though. Think about presentation, like so they always say you never get a second chance to make a first impression,
right?
But think about when you first meet somebody. That's like so to me it's huge because
it's like cemented in there every time.
So my son will be like, "Dad, why do you have 6 chains on?" I'm like, "Let me say something to you, bro. Some people only know me with 6 chains on. It might be weird if they see me without them,
right?"
And he's like, what does that mean? I'm like, you'll understand later. But what I'm getting at is like, sometimes you don't know who you're going to run into that day. And so you always want to be at your best because if you run into somebody important and you're looking like slobbish, that's who they know you as. And the next time they see you, like, oh, he's styling out now.
Right.
But if they just know you as
all the time,
then that's who you are. And then that's who you become.
Exactly.
Then you don't have to do it no more because it's just... You put one shoe on, you put the other one on. It's the same shit with how you dress, how you feel, how you act. And Like I said, you came to my house. My wife was like, "There's a guy out there with a suit." I'm like, okay, it's the home of Tuxedo Vodka.
Right, yeah.
He's coming by, but she's like nervous, like you're a lawyer or something.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
You know what I mean? She's like, he's a young guy. But still, there's something about that presence. You know what I mean?
Right. No, yeah. I think I was coming from like a business meeting or
you
like
would do. I think you did.
Yeah.
You did something. That was right before all that shit.
I was like, I'm gonna swoop by on my way. Yeah, yeah.
When everything was normal, and you could just come by. And
no mask.
We were talking about doing a show and vodka and
woo. Life was real jolly.
What's crazy is we just had no idea that just that in itself was the shit.
Right? No, I know.
Just normal life.
No,
like how we had it was top notch. And now it's like, oh, what I'd give for just like. Sometimes I think about like concerts and shit that I used to do, and I'm like, man, what I'd give for one of those days. Because now it's been 9-10 months. So now it's like. That's just we missed that.
No, yeah, it's almost like starting to be like normal, which is
like
so
the
sad
homie's
to
doing
say,
5 years and he's 10 months into his bid, and you're like, he's gone.
Yeah, I mean, he's just gone.
For the first while, you're talking about him, but after a while, it's like, oh, dude's gone.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I'm just and we're just waiting to get out.
I think everybody is desperately waiting. I mean, I talk to people around the world because I'm licensed in I think 11 states to do the mortgage, and across the board, I mean, it seems like there's no hope for people. It's like, oh, this ain't going nowhere. It's like, so I always tell them, I'm like, hey, stop saying that.
I know.
You're putting that momentum into the world. Like, oh, if there's ever concerts again, I'm like, that right there will stop concerts from happening.
Exactly.
I read that book, The Secret, when I was young.
Right.
You know, I know that's cliche.
DVD.
I know it's cliche, but I read it and I got it, and that shit works. The manifestation is that's how I live my whole life.
Right.
I manifest my next move. Like, we do vision. We pull the magazines out. We do the vision board.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I'm always picturing bigger shit than I have. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm like, nah. Like, what do you mean? We're going to do this. We're going to do that. And we might go from Hawaii to Puerto Rico to whatever. And we're only building like that. But in my head, I'm like, even with this mortgage shop, all right, well, someday I could have 5 employees. And then in my head, I'm like, okay. And then after that, someday I could have 10 and 20 and 30. And then as big as you want to get, I don't necessarily want to be some big gazillionaire because that's just stressful. I know some pretty wealthy people, and they are miserable.
They're miserable.
I want to be semi-wealthy and have a good life. That's actually the goal, and that's what everybody's goal should be, because everybody wants to be famous and rich until you get famous, and then you want to be normal.
That's what
I just want to go to the fucking grocery store, bro.
Right? Yeah. No. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, even watching Bash, like at certain places, like we'll just everybody, like, hey, let me get a picture. Like, everybody.
It's like I can't even.
It's
just walk
like,
in the store
man,
and
this
get a
is
soda
exhausting.
Yeah,
like, that's a job. And you got to be like, all right, let's do the pic. Or you're a punk artist.
Oh no, yeah, and that's the hope. That's the and people have bad days at work, but you're not allowed to.
You're not allowed to. Like, hey, can I get a picture with you? Like, you can't be like, nah, me and my fucking wife here arguing.
Yeah,
punk.
Right.
Fuck out of here.
And there's.
So I think that mediocre fame is the best fame. People don't realize that though. Think if you could, like, even in Eugene, I look at like these local artists. Get your mini likes, your little 100 likes, and your whatever. Get your local fame and enjoy that shit, because really, that's all you need to ride you to the sunset. You don't need that other shit. You think you do. Oh, I just want to be Denzel Washington. The fuck you do? You can barely do your job, and you want to be a famous, big time entrepreneur.
Yeah.
You have a hard time working at Safeway.
Right, that's true.
They
don't realize how much work it is.
It's pressure,
They
bro.
just see the glitz and the glam on the final product and go, I could be that guy.
It's pressure, like I've always taken pressure. So I'm like, Gamestaz, love DZO. I'm the one who's always handled everything.
Oh,
everything.
Really?
DZO makes the beats though, and he's a really phenomenal rapper. But as far as our music getting anywhere, I'm doing it, and I'm diehard gonna figure out how it's gonna get to the right person.
Right.
And I'm that same way in life right now with the pressure. Like, I mean, my hand says no pressure, no diamonds on my hand. So like, and that's real. Because like for instance, I have a stay-at-home wife. Since my son was born, I have a stay-at-home wife. I have 2 kids and me and my wife. So there's 4 of us.
Yeah, that you got to provide.
It's all on moi.
Yeah.
And we drive nice cars. We live the good life. We go on trips. But guess what? You got to keep up with that shit.
Oh, I believe it.
And it's a trip. And I'm like, I look at the mirror. I'm like, you fucking like this pressure, huh?
Yeah.
You like just being pushed down like a diamond, just crunched down. Like, come on, keep going, motherfucker.
You
know what I mean?
Yeah.
You could do it, but I think that pressure builds your character, bro. And it's like, if you get addicted to succeeding, how you gonna fail? just get addicted like it's a drug. Like, nah. And I don't mean succeeding like being the biggest, richest guy in the world. I mean your success, your family. Like for me, my success is my wifey being happy, right, and my kids being happy. Like I love the hell out of my kids. Like I've already had a hella cool life. If it stopped today, you guys run with it. Mm-hmm. I want to show you the cool life. Like I feel, bro, I'm hella into God. I feel like I've been super blessed to have a hell of a life.
Right.
I mean, bro, if we did a show on my actual life, it's unreal.
Right.
It's unreal. Like, this kid from North Eugene does all this shit. Like, yeah, right.
No,
Get the fuck out of here.
So cool.
There's no way.
No,
and now I'm all about my credit and these certain things, these adult things that I don't even know where that came from. Like, my dad's a gangster.
Right.
What the fuck do you talking about credit? How'd you get a mortgage license? Who told you to go do that?
Yeah,
like,
that's
came from a pretty interesting family that was not, I love my mom. I lost my mom and my dad in the past 6 years. And that, I haven't filled mine either, so we're going to join on that one. Poking my mustache and shit.
Yeah, I like it.
My non-mustache. But no, so like I lost my parents, and my parents were very different. My mom was a hippie, my dad was a gangster. And it's a trip, like, to try to be successful when that's your upbringing, right? But I want, like, everything opposite of, like, for instance, my dad and his lifestyle. I want everything opposite of that. I love you, Dad. Shout out to you. He's gone. Right. But I want to steer my kids in a whole different, because I've dealt with hella pitfalls over trying to be like my dad, with trying to be the gangster. Right. Because I'm a wannabe gangster. I'll be real with you. My whole life, because here's the deal, I'm not in a gang. So if you're not in a gang and you think you're a gangster, you want to be a gangster. Yeah. I've realized that as an adult. I'm like, oh, you thought because you were down to fight, you were a gangster. Like, you were pretending to be like them. You were on the other side of the fence, but you're like, nah, I'm with them. That's just whack to me now.
Right.
You know what I mean? Don't get me wrong. I'll still punch a cat in his face.
No, yeah.
No problem.
It's called growth.
But it's gonna take a lot to get me there. You're gonna have to put my people in harm's way. Yeah. It's not gonna be like just on surprise. You're like, hey, what's up, bro? What's up, homie?
Yeah.
This is what is this? What is this exactly? Are you from a street? Because here's the thing about Oregon. This is what we're blessed with. Mm-hmm. There ain't streets where you're going to get shot for standing on that street. In Cali, all right, well, we grew up together, Junior, but you moved over 2 blocks, and now I want to kill you.
Yeah, it's rough.
I moved because my parents moved.
Yeah. Like
I had no choice in the matter.
Yeah, right.
My parents moved, and now I'm over here. So it's like
now
in Oregon, we don't have that. It's if you fuck somebody over, you have a problem with them. Most of the time, you will fight each other. I respect that. Mm-hmm. That's how it should be. To me, the whole shooting everybody, and I'm a gun guy, bro. I got 3% of tat on my hand. I love guns. I own 30 of them. Uh-huh. See that? Anybody who has that on their hand is a gun freak.
Okay, good to know. I'll keep that in mind.
I'm obsessed with guns, right? Mm-hmm. But I'm also obsessed with gun rights, and not the metal.
Right. No. Everything that goes with it.
Protecting, bearing arms, protecting yourself.
The appropriate things to go with it.
I got in that shit when I had kids. Mm-hmm. Before that, bro, my whole life, even though I've kind of thought I was cool with guns and having like a little throwaway here and there, I never even shot those bitches. I didn't know how to work them. Now, I mean, I'm really handy with the steel, bro. I won a American flag safe in a shooting contest.
Oh shit!
Like I'm really know how to shoot. Like I'm that guy. Mm-hmm. And it's the only, outside of rapping, it's the only thing I've ever got into in my whole life. Think about that. Mm-hmm. I've been in my whole life. There's sports. Nope, didn't work for me. I'm terrible. Right. You know what I mean? I played them all. And I tried to play them all, and I tried to pretend I was good, but I was just never good at it. Guns, I got into, and I was like, not when I say into, shooting targets.
I was gonna say, you
just mainly shooting, going to the gun range. I'm a member of the range, and shooting targets. And there's something about like with the headphones on. Mm-hmm. I've always had headphones on because I'm a rapper. But headphones on, you and the target, you're just dialed in. There's nothing else going on. And I'm listening to like Metallica.
I was gonna say you probably got tunes in there.
I'm bumping.
Too,
I got my headphones in. I'm bumping like usually like some hard rock,
right?
Some crazy Metallica, and I'm just so in the zone that there's no bills, there's no kids, there's no wife, there's nothing except for me and my target.
Right.
And that's like almost like music. The reason most of us do music, I seen Will's podcast, he was like, man, it's to cure the pain. I don't know if it's the pain from me, but it's to get away from the reality. Mm-hmm. When I'm in that booth spitting my rhyme, there's no bills. Yeah. It's just me and the rhyme.
Yeah, I know.
And we're going to
get
it's only 1 minute.
You know?
But guess what else is only 1 minute? maybe even half of that, your orgasm. And that's the best part of our favorite thing we call sex.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Cheers to that.
Right. No,
right?
Yeah, for sure.
It's that little moment. It's like, look, I go to church. In church, there's usually 30 seconds to 1 minute of that moment. But then there's 59 minutes of not that moment.
Just waiting around, yeah.
So you got to really be into that moment to do that continuously. Like Abe got me to church, which is really made my life more dialed in. Because it's not like I'm not a Bible thumper, but I'm not out here trying to. It's about me and God, and the blessings that I've had. And I was born with meningitis. I almost died. I was in ICU when I was born. Beat that. I've had several hospital visits, crazy shit in my life that I beat. God's been, not to mention my life that I've lived. I've been hella blessed.
Right.
But like, when it's just you and God. It's just me and God, you know what I mean? And it's not like when some people get offended that I go to church, right? They're like, you go to church? And I'm like, bro, like, I don't think you understand what that even means. Like, it's just me. Like, when I'm going there, like I said, it's 30 seconds to a minute that actually like gives you the tingles, and you're like, oh, this is my moment. Right. But if I'm off that mic again. See, yeah, God corrected that. God corrected that.
Yeah. I wasn't gonna bring up when he was talking about the Lord.
So 30 seconds to a minute of anything really good, like orgasm or church or that part of your verse that's just dope. Sometimes it's that 2 seconds, that bar. Where you're like, your tongue rolls and you're like, oh, that shit was dope.
Yeah, that's my shit.
You know what I mean? Yeah. We're just looking for those moments in life, bro. As adults, you appreciate those moments more. Watch, right? Wait 10 years. You think I'm saying that shit now because it's like, oh yeah, sure, because you're a little older. Nah, there's something about the years that make that shit. Bro, I see the foliage on the trees, and I appreciate that now. At 41, I'm like, damn, look at those seasons. Right. Zion, I'm telling my son, look at those trees. Thanks, Dad. Yeah, it's trash. Cool. Go and play Fortnite.
Yeah, it's cool.
It's garbage. Like, I can tell he's like, I'm like that old man, bro. And I mean, I'm turning into this old man quickly. I'm listening to Chris Stapleton, doing weird shit. You know what I mean? As an adult, like appreciating lyrics way more. Yeah. Something about being an adult. You know what I mean? But something that keeps you young is music and passion. I was talking to your boy Derek, and he was like, this is his dream, and because I was like, hey, how does one make a podcast go viral and become whatever you'd want your podcast to be? Right. And I honestly think, just thinking about it now, it's just by connecting with a whole shit ton of people, building it until everybody wants to come on there. Right. And then they're like, hey, check me out. I'm going on here. Yeah. Just like, and I'll pump the shit out of it. I appreciate it. We'll get some numbers. I'll be the highest numbers. No cocky shit.
No, yeah. Cheers to that.
Well, I'll pump it. I'm going to figure out how. If you don't mind, I'd like to do a little promo video.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah.
I'll do like we'll do something. Yeah. Just to promo it up and get a bunch of people to watch it. And my local people in the, Eugene, Portland area. I got my homie who owns Stacking Kicks. You should have him on.
David
Jefferson.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
You should have Cool Nuts on.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
You should have, we'll grab whoever we can that's huge. Business people. Yeah. So we should do all that.
No, yeah, I'd love to have you plug me in. Let's talk, let's see, I wanted to ask you. So yesterday you were reliving a memory. You posted an old Gamestaz album that we'll insert right here. Yep. Yeah. I always wanted to ask you, because it reminds me of, do you remember that place in like Florence or Newport where you would go to and you take like old time?
Yeah.
Did you guys go there to do it?
No, we did the Lane County Fair.
Oh, okay. I was curious on how you knocked it out.
It's as local as you can get.
Yeah, that was awesome.
We did a video, the first album cover at the Lane County Fair.
Oh, it's so sick too.
What's funny too is like I'm telling Abe, I'm like, hey, we're gonna do our picture, and he's like looking at me like, bro, you're a clown.
No, he's like, no,
we're not getting our old Western. I'm like, we are. I'm like,
it's so perfect.
I'm like, we're hella good looking. This is what I said to him. I'm like, bro, we're good looking. We're young. We're doing this. It's gonna be our first album cover, and we're like, I'm having the vision, right? But it's not real yet because you still have to have PSL go edit it.
And
put the lyrics on the back and the name of the album. Yeah. But we seen it. Bless you. Hello. But we seen it and we did it and it just worked. And then the back of the back of the album is a picture from the Butte, looking over the city. You know what I mean? And that album was like the first kind of Eugene CD that made it in stores. Eugene CD, mind you, there was some Portland CDs that made it in stores. Eugene CD that made it in like Valley River, made it CD World, made it to downtown, like across the street from Wildside, whatever that store is, CD
Yeah, I remember it was there for a while, right?
And so like that was a big change for the town. It was like, oh shit, CDs, because we dropped Infinite Zones in '97, which was a tape.
Oh, okay.
But tapes quickly ended almost right after we dropped our tape. It was like, oh, CDs are in. Fuck your tape. And I remember
we put all our money into the tape.
And it wasn't about the money. It was more like, man, we put all that effort in the tape. And we could put out that CD, but we were on to bigger and better things. It was like, CD's kind of done now.
Yeah, just drop the next one.
Or that tape, let's do the next one. That's when we ended up doing Gamestaz.
Yeah. Classic
So we
album.
did it at the Lane County Fair. It was a pretty dramatic day for me.
Yeah, that's fun though. It
was really cool though, man. And like, since that album dropped, my life has been completely different.
Oh, for sure.
Gamestaz, I don't know if you know this, but came in my dream. I was sleeping in my mom's house, and I had a dream where I was spitting over and over Gamestaz. Definition: the person that's spitting Gamestaz. He would consider himself a good example to paper. Gamestaz. And I woke up and I'm like, Gamestaz. I'm like all day. Yeah. And I remember calling Abe. I'm like, hey, we're going to be the Gamestaz. And he was like, I'm actually feeling that. And Abe's never feeling anything.
Right.
He's like, that's actually hella tight, bro.
Yeah,
like,
it's really
Gamestaz? Like, I'm feeling that. And it just, I went and bought a bunch of posters. It just like, bro, I mean, to this day, I've got, I'm surprised I don't have one on. I have a gross amount of Gamestaz gear that I wear.
Right.
My son actually doesn't want a shirt. And he's a gamer, too.
Uh-huh.
And I took him to get a shirt made the other day, like a surprise shirt. And he's like, I'm straight. And I'm like, what do you mean you're straight? And he's like, this doesn't even make sense. Like, Gamestaz? Yeah. And he's like, and my friends can barely read cursive and your logo's in cursive. I'm like, what logo do you like? And he's like, I don't know, like Apple, Gucci, Nike. I'm like, oh, so you're just like every other human in the world. You like Apple, Gucci, and Nike.
Yeah.
They ain't got no money. I'm like, of course you like them, bro. Everybody likes Apple, Gucci, and Nike.
Right.
That's like saying you like peanut butter.
Right. Yeah.
There's only a rare few that are allergic to it that don't like it. Everybody likes peanut butter.
Yeah, it's universally liked.
And so with Gamestaz, like honestly, like when that shit came out, and it just became like, I mean, since then, it's became like my whole. It's allowed me to be me, and I think everybody should find their Gamestaz Tuxedo.
Right.
Your handle, like whatever is your handle, like if you can grab a handle, man, grab that shit, run with it, because it'll change your life and make things just. For me, it's been like almost like I've been floating in the clouds since then. Like, how the fuck did I come up with this little name? And it worked. And suddenly I'm like a household name, Gamestaz. And bro, I went to Cali. I never stopped talking about Gamestaz. My whole musical career, you listen to any album I got, you're gonna hear Gamestaz probably 40 times.
Right.
Any album.
That's good though, because with all the name changes,
but with all my, you might hear my name change.
I'm glad we never dropped the Gamestaz,
but Gamestaz is stud. I mean, and
timeless.
I don't have any shirts that say J Blanco or Blancs or anything, but you see coats, shirts, pillowcases, trophies. I mean, anything I could put the shit on, it's on. You know what I mean?
I love it.
And I mean, I really do have a genuine love for what Gamestaz has done for me personally. Because even like in my career, what I do mortgage. It's a competitive industry. Mm-hmm. I feel like it's just the same as music.
Right.
And I'm on a phone, which is almost like a mic. Mm-hmm. Tit for tat.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
I got blessed to. Who would have thought me would be a mortgage guy? Like, really? Mm-hmm. It's kind of a blessing, right? Look at Derek. This guy, it's just Seattle, bro. That Seattle rain. It's messing with him. But who would have thought, though?
No, yeah, I know.
And like the things that, who would have thought CJ Steves would be the tuxedo guy? Like, really, at your prime of who you were being an interesting cat.
No, yeah.
When you're being really interesting when you're young and you're like, nah, bro, this is CJ Steves. Like, take me serious.
It's so weird.
To take yourself serious on a different level, it's a huge blessing for all of us that we could do that. You know what I mean?
No, it's awesome. It's the weirdest thing too. At the same time, just like,
so I see I do see Northwest Scene Thoughts.
Oh yeah, of course.
Should we go off this board?
It was we can't. No, it was just talking points. So yeah, I wanted to, because we were kind of talking about the Cali move or whatever, and I wanted to know if like maybe that had something to do with like the Northwest scene and how you felt with it before you moved, or you're just like, this is something I want to do. I want to move.
Okay, so I moved. So I graduated from high school in '97, and I convinced DZO and Loon and Scoop to move with me because we were a group, Infinite Zones, to LA and pursue a record deal. And we moved the day I graduated. No graduation party. I graduate, throw my cap, I hop in the ride, my 81 Riviera, and I mash to LA.
Right.
And I'm on a mission to get famous. And in my mind, there's no doubt I'm gonna be P Diddy. Like that's literally who I think. Like I'm like, oh, it's over. Mm-hmm. When I get to LA, it's a little more of a reality check. Like, it's not gonna be that easy to be P Diddy because there's a lot of competition. There's a lot of me's out there. Mm-hmm. In Oregon, you stand out like a turd in a punch bowl. In Cali, bro, you better be a zebra if you want to stand out. Like otherwise, you're in a horse pasture looking just like all the other horses, and maybe worse, because there's a lot of talented cats from less fortunate areas than you that have talent.
Hungry, just like you.
And sometimes more hungry than you because they've had to struggle with more. And I was like, holy fuck, like, this is kind of weird. Like I'm at showcases with artists as good, sometimes better than me. Right. And Eugene, that didn't happen. I'm always the man. Top tier Gamestaz, what's up, bro? Mm-hmm. We're here. We're the elite. Yeah. And I had Dizio as my partner. Yeah. So I could sometimes just lean on his lyrics. I'm like, hey, spit some shit, D's. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like Dre telling M, like, go. Yeah. And so, like in Cali, it was a hell of a rude awakening for me, but I just got in where I fit in quick. Like within 6 months of moving there, I was on Power 106. Oh shit! I met up with the Goodfellas, who was the DJs on Power 106, and I did a drop for them, like a little advertisement, a 16-bar drop.
Oh shit!
Tito and the Goodfellas, they be hooking it up. You know, Blanco getting dirty like a stick in the mud. Nice. And I had this drop, and it played. They loved it. Yeah. And it played over and over on Power 106, and it just gave me this like huge. Oh shit! Who are you? You're on Power in Cali. Like Power, we don't have a Power here.
Right. Oh yeah. We had
like what 104.7, but that's not a Power. No local artists on there. We had a
rap station for a little bit.
But
2006, 8 area. But
that's gone. So we don't have like to get on Power or I'm drawing a blank on the other station, but there's two. Stunned that I don't know it. I'm thinking K-Dub. I've been in Oregon 3 years. Sorry, you guys. No. But no. So to get on there, that opened me up, and then I just kind of from there just started navigating, and I got with Sean Healy Presents, which is a big ass promotion company out there, and you pay to play. You're paying to perform, right? But you can open for anybody you want if you got enough dough. So for me, I'd just pay the $1,000 and then give my tickets away, right? So I always had a crowd.
Yeah, it made sense. Yeah.
So, but people are like, oh, you're paying. Well, yeah, I know I am. Yeah, but I'm faking it until I make it.
No, yeah, that's
you know
point.
What I mean. And it was working. Mm-hmm. I'm getting momentum. Even you bring 30, it seems like you're 30 people. That's it. If you have a solid 30 people, this is what I'm trying to tell these local artists: get your 30, homie. Get your fucking 30 and hold on to them tight and run that, because your 30 can make you look like a celeb if they're wild and they know your lyrics. Right. Propaganda. Yeah. You don't need 100. You don't need 1,000. You need 30. And if you're a savage, you might need 20. They just gotta go when your shit comes on. They gotta go to it, and like they know the lyrics, and the crowd buys into it, and they start going to it. Mm-hmm. But I did this show I opened for Naughty by Nature in Long Beach at this club called The Vault, and I had like 10 people on stage with poster boards holding up Evil Twin album, the poster boards, and they're dancing. All these Mexicans holding these poster boards, and it was MB Riders. I don't know if you've heard of them.
Of course,
MB Riders and Naughty by Nature. Interesting. Yeah. Only in Cali. Yeah. Only in Southern Cali would you have a show with MB Riders and Naughty by Nature. Like, who the hell set that up? Right. But it worked. And then I came out and I just blended in. They thought I was Pitbull. I was hella skinny. Pitbull was big. Right. We looked kind of similar. I'm telling you, I came out there like, ah! I'm like, no, I'm not Pitbull. But I mean, I'll take his props.
I'll take it. I'll take the yells.
You know, you gotta take those transitions and run with them, man.
No, I feel that. Yeah, I like MB Riders though. They was that something MC Magic? Yeah. Yep. So fun story, even with Baby Bash. So I was in partyboynation.com with S. James and Rick James, TJ, Portland Ty, a bunch of people. And so I was like the white boy in the group or whatever. And we ended up going on a Vegas tour and a LA, or we jumped on 2 shows on a tour, and it was the LA and Vegas stop. It was like the last leg of the tour. And it's like they're the only black dudes and party boy. It's like, and then it's just all Mexican rappers. It's like Capone, Criminal, and it was supposed to be Baby Bash headlining, and I guess something happened, and then so they swapped in. Is it MC Magic? Yeah. So they swapped in MC, and I already back then. I knew MC Magic too. He's dope.
He had hits for a minute.
Yeah. No. I love the MB Writers because that's like that auto-tune fun stuff.
That was when that became big, and they were talk boxing.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah. But so fun. And I remember just like we went out to Henderson and Vegas, and it was just like they thought we were so famous, dude. Like I was signing autographs and like all this crazy, like Nessus aren't we're in Nevada.
Yeah.
We would perform like we opened up for them, and then all of a sudden like we're making our way through and everyone's just losing it. It was like, damn, it's like that ego, like, oh, I feel so good.
The ego's fed so hard.
No, I'm drunk.
I've had a few situations where I got alcohol flowing, the ego's just flowing.
Right.
And most of the time it was because of other people, like hanging out with stars. And it was very humbling to me though, because it made me realize like, bro, you ain't the shit.
Oh,
he's the shit. And you're getting props because he's the shit. So stop. Don't be feeling yourself too hard.
Right.
And so like, I think everybody should have that humility. Like, hey, you ain't that cool.
Right. There's that nice part I feel like about going, like, at least I noticed every time I performed out of town, I felt way more like we could segue into the Northwest scene or whatever with this, but I felt like whenever I performed like out of state, out of town, like not Northwest, I felt so much more like love for some weird reason. It was like those were the places where I was signing autographs. Those were like where people were wanting to take pictures with me.
So get this, like one thing when I was in Cali and like my scene started doing really well, I was like, man, I wish these Eugene cats could see me because there's way more love. I think it's for people that don't know. There's something about that hometown hate. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Even if there's love, the hate's there too. Yep. So you have a show in Eugene, there might be 40 people who aren't feeling you.
Yeah, they're
because
already
they know you.
Not going. Yeah.
Or they're there and they're like, fuck this guy.
Yeah.
I'm here to see my homie.
Right.
But in Cali or wherever you're at, in Nevada or Henderson or wherever you're at, it's different. People they're not going to judge you because you're their hometown person. They're going to go off just face value.
Yeah. And what the song sounded like, and if we're feeling your image or your vibe or whatever.
And like for me, what I would do is I would pretend to be famous.
Yeah.
I would put a bunch of posters together. I had dancers. Mm-hmm. Anything I could do that was different. Yeah. And then it just looked famous, and people believed it was. They're like, "Oh, this guy's obviously."
It's more than
he's
just
doing
me out here with my microphone. You know
because how many people really want to look at a rapper with his mic
all day? Yeah, just sit there, and like, especially when they're not like if they're not going to work the stage,
right? And that's one thing probably the main thing I'm good at on the stage is talking to the crowd.
Yeah, I've noticed that
more so than rapping
on your videos and stuff.
I'm a decent rapper. Yeah. I'm a great talker.
You did really good on just hyping the crowd.
Like, hey, stop the beat. Hey, hold on. What's up? What? I'm literally talking to you. Like, hey, we're gonna make some fucking noise right now. You got me?
Right.
Like, let's go halves on some noise. And in Cali, I had I'm telling you that 30 would turn the whole 2,000 up.
Oh, I believe it.
Because they'd be in the front. Mm-hmm. Well, so I did the Snoop Dogg at this club called Club Heat in Anaheim. Mm-hmm. That's at the beginning of my "You Know How I Do It" video. When the DJ spin it, and I'm like, "Hey, y'all know Jay Blanco?" Blah blah blah. To the crowd. I
think that's what I saw yesterday.
So like So I'm just about to go on. My manager's blacked out drunk. He's asleep in my VIP booth.
Oh my gosh.
I had 65 people from my work. I worked at a company called Loan Depot at the time, a mortgage company. And I had a party bus and a limo, and we had 65 people. That's a lot of people to bring to a show. Let alone a bunch of people spending a bunch of money.
Right.
And excited because we're
running out. Yeah, we good? Yep. All right, we're gonna come back on a break, and we'll jump right back in. Hello. All right,
Tuxedo,
talk, beep beep,
talk it.
All right, hold on. Boop.
Hello,
Tuxedo Talk. We are back with our final leg. All right, here we go.
Last lap.
Here we
Let's
go.
do it.
Oh, hold on. Oh, can you grab that bottle, sir?
Yeah, 3.
You got to remember. There we go.
I see why you said the designated driver.
Yes, sir. All right.
It's a good thing I got a driver.
Hello. No, yeah. So we were talking about performing out and just like looking bigger than what.
So I had this show in Anaheim at Club Heat opening for Snoop Dogg, and I went on. So I was the one introducing Snoop. So I went on right before him.
Right.
It's an exciting moment. And
of course.
Anaheim's still LA. You know, it's Orange County, but it's SoCal. People are excited to see Snoop. He's Snoop.
Right. Of course.
He's like the godfather of the whole scene.
Yeah,
like when Snoop shows up, people are fucking excited.
Right.
You become a child again. Mm-hmm. You're a grown-ass man, and you're like a child like there's Snoop. He's tall. Yeah. He's got a cool voice.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
he smells like marijuana.
He smells like weed, and he's Snoop Dogg. And so I go right before him, like, hey, well, when do I go on? My manager's like this. slumped over. And I'm just like, fuck, like what happened? Well, what happened was I had a bunch of baller homies there fucking buying shots for everybody.
Yeah.
All these mortgage guys got a bunch of money. They're just excited to see their homie rap.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like buying
Who
rounds.
never go to clubs like this because they're just not that type of cat, but they're just like going, bro, we got bought.
Right.
It's gross.
Yeah.
My sister's giving a lap dance to my dad. That's how faded people are. Sorry, Ree. I didn't mean to do that. I'm dead serious, though. I'm like, what the fuck is going on right here? Hold on.
I'm going to wait. We don't want to cheers to that.
No. We'll find something else to cheers to. No, we'll cheers to that. Because that's actually pretty exciting.
Cheers to your sister. That's awesome.
So I'm like, so I walk up, I go to the side of the stage. Mind you, like I was used to having a manager, like, and you kind of get divas. You got your managers, like anything. Talk to my agent, you know. So I'm used to having that, and all of a sudden it's gone. So now it's just me again. It's back to my old days.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, what I'm not going to do is not perform.
Of course.
I got 65 people here. I'm performing.
Yeah.
So I go to the side of the stage. I'm like, hey, so I'm about to go on. He's like, hey, Snoop's ready to go on, bro. That's not going to happen. I'm like, this is a fight or flight moment.
Yeah.
It's a big promoter. He's Snoop's promoter.
Yeah.
I was like, hey, check this out, homeboy. I took my sweatshirt off. I had a wife beater underneath. 10 chains, like right now.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I mean? This is
it's like I'm going
12
on,
years
bro.
ago, and I'm like, hey, if you don't let me on that stage right now, I'm gonna call my fucking Southsiders, and we're gonna turn this whole fucking place upside down. And I'm not fucking with you, homie. I'm like, I put that on the hood. I'm not fucking with you. So you want me to not go? You could run that, but you're gonna have to hold that. Just Snoop show is canceled. This will be on the fucking 10 o'clock news. You want to run that? And he was like, 3 songs, go. Went out there and murked it.
That's called checkmate.
You know what I mean? Straight murked it. And the whole thing is my people were so excited.
No, yeah, for sure.
Because I got 65 buck wild drunk mortgage people.
Right.
And my dad, my sister came down from Oregon. My dad's there. My dad's gangster homies there with him. I got a bunch of my gangster homies from Cali there. Like, everyone's excited. I'm opening for Snoop. No, and I'm going on right before. I'm the one going, hey, up next we got motherfucking Snoop Dogg. And they're just like, like, hello, ring the bells. And so, like, it was,
that means.
It was an exciting, it was a very exciting moment, even for me in that moment, because I sold his promoter on, bro, you better let me on.
Right.
And if they wouldn't let me on, shit would have hit the fan. I shit you not.
Sure.
I'd have called. Yeah. I already know who to call. There was some interesting people that I know very well. And they came and finally paid their debt to me.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I was ready to do that, but it didn't have to happen. I'm very glad for that. And what a memorable night. My dad's actually in that video. God bless his soul. He's at the end of that video. I fell that night, bro. So I got faded too afterwards. I mean, we're pouring up.
Oh, you had to.
And I went to step out the VIP and slip. Bam, right on my back. I got hurt in my show, my video. I fell, and my dad walked up and lifted me up. He's like, are you all right? And I'm like, tonight, I don't care. I go, this is one of the best nights of my life, bro. We hopped in the party bus, and then Jared Cadillac beat up a bunch of people from my work on the bus. So I had my Oregon people on the bus.
Right.
Jared fucking broke this dude's orbital bone. The cops came, all this shit.
Gosh.
But it didn't fuck up our vibe.
Yeah.
We still kicked it. You know what I mean? It was one of the more memorable nights. I mean, I've done shows with a lot of these big greats, which I was always like, that show was dope because I had probably 10 of my Oregon people there. Mm-hmm. And I was always just like, man, I wish these people could see this.
Right.
Like, I feel like I'm doing it alone almost because I have my like core fan base that's like emailing me like, hey, bro, this is Gamestaz 541, you know, when I'm out in Cali and I'm like, it's 310, homie, it's 714, you know what I'm saying? What's up?
No, yeah.
But 541 is the only area code I got tattooed on me. I do have an Angels logo and an LA logo on my side.
I've seen that one on the.
You know.
You know what this means, right?
What's that mean?
If you keep hitting, you have to take a shot every time you hit it, bro.
Well, let's go.
He keeps knocking it.
I've hit that thing like 4 times.
I know.
This motherfucker looks just like my homie. It's a trip.
Really?
Shout out to Bobby Holly. I'm gonna take a picture of this dude. This is crazy. Right
Bobby
now.
Holly.
I'm not no.
And Derek.
Whoa.
They're twins.
Shit, this is tripping me out.
He got up.
I'm gonna send that to his brother right now. I'm like, bro, I'm with your brother right now.
That's so funny.
It's Bobby Holly.
But so yeah, we were gonna segue into your thoughts on just kind of like what everybody really needs to do for the Northwest scene to kind of because you know how everybody has their sound around the map, but it seems like we try so hard, and It's not really
so
doing it for like.
Here's my take on it. People need to try harder on propaganda, making it look bigger, which I feel like people are catching on. Here's my take on it.
Right.
My bad. So people need to do more for it. Ain't you got bars? That's exciting. Thank you for your blessing me with your bars.
Right.
Now, what are you going to do after you drop your bars?
I agree. It goes way farther than
because
just the
your
song.
Bars are nothing.
Yeah. No, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like really good bars without somebody behind them do not exist.
Right.
They're just a hidden bar. It's taking that bar and doing something with it, and that's what artists in the Northwest they think like. I got bars, bro.
Yeah.
Fuck your bars, homie.
Oh, yeah.
Your bars are trash in the big scheme of things. Because you take a half-ass artist who's got a momentum with the world, he'll get them to a lot of people. You take a dope-ass artist who has no momentum, no one hears it.
Right.
It's hidden. So I'm going to try to take the Northwest cats, whoever has swag, and if they don't have swag, I'm going to teach them how to.
I'm going to give them some swag.
I'm going to give them some swag. I'm going to take them.
Right. Did he just ask for it?
I'm gonna take them, a selective few, and show them. Here's what I would do.
Right.
And like for me, if I had a 41-year-old me who's polished and knows exactly what this is, it'd have been game over, bro. So if I can help somebody else.
But is the 19-year-old version of you gonna listen to the older version of you? Like, man, listen here, old
If I show them my story, they might.
I think
the story's
so.
pretty interesting.
I think so too.
I got the videos. Yeah. I have everything to actually back up the story. So it's not like, hey, look, this is what I did, and you got to think like, wow, he was cool in his day. No, hold on, let me show you, bro.
No, I was really cool.
Let me show you my interviews and what I've done, and especially because I don't want none of your shine. I want you to shine. Like, I literally want to help people shine. And bro, like I'm a cat. Here's the thing. I went today. We had a couple people over last night, and we had a bunch of shrimp left over. Garlic shrimp in butter, fire.
Right.
Gave me a stomach because I ate like 40 of them. But we had probably like 50 left. Because we bought way too many to try to look cool for the guests.
Of course, yeah.
Shout out to my guests.
We had a dinner last night too.
You try to show out.
Yeah.
And so I went today and dropped in a Tupperware. I dropped that off to the homeless down by what's the one right there by the freeway?
Oh gosh,
I don't know, but there's homeless camps all over. But basically,
okay.
But I'm trying to spread the love always.
Right.
And with the music, that I'm not passionate about that though. That I just do because I'm a good human. Music wise though, I'm hella passionate about seeing other people shine. Like I would love to make Drops shine.
I know.
And bro, I've been a Drops fan for a long time.
Yeah.
So I would love to make him shine.
Yeah.
Sav,
he's so talented.
Sav,
both of those.
Sav has a good luck charm on me because I met him a week ago. Maybe 10 days ago.
Really? That's the first time?
First time I ever met him. And instantly we hit it off. And
cheers to you, sir.
Cheers to Sat.
Yeah.
Sat's been on here. I watched that episode.
Yes. Cheers to you,
I
sir.
liked your outfit too.
Yeah.
It was impressive for a 30-year-old.
He looked good. I'm surprised he didn't wear his cool hat though. He's got a new hat that he's been rocking. I love that shit.
He loves that hat.
Yeah.
My wife is super impressed by his hair.
Oh, of course.
She's like, oh, he's got cool Axl Rose hair.
Right.
But no, so I like these youngsters. Like, I want to help them, and I'm going to. And that's dope. And I want to help you.
I appreciate it.
And I will. I'll utilize every single resource that I have, and I'll throw it to you for no price. Here's the deal. I have a career. I don't need no money from anybody. I don't want no money from anybody. I actually want to give people money in a sense. I'm just like, I'm on some positive, bro. I'm getting old. I'm 41 and I'm feeling like a 41 finally. Like it's happening where I'm getting like, I need to help these people out.
It's cool watching the youngsters succeed, I'm sure.
It's hella cool, bro. It's like, especially when you have kids, because here's the deal. I'm only 10 years older than you. But you're almost like my children in a weird sense.
In the whole scheme of like the
in
music
the parental thing, it's like 10 years is a big gap. Imagine in school.
No, it
in
is.
In 7th grade, imagine a fool 10 years younger than you.
Could you imagine?
What is he?
No, yeah, he's not as
3.
He's not as skilled as you.
He's 3.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
You're in 7th grade.
Right,
your dick's about to grow, and he's 3.
Yeah,
picture that.
Talking about write me a 16-bar verse.
So now, like, here's the deal: when you become older, like we're almost the same age because of we both have bills, we both have life,
right?
We both have facial hair.
It's my first year rocking facial hair.
We got to deal with that, but at the same time, there's a 10-year gap.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Just like Will was on here. Will's 10 years older than me. He's me to you.
Yeah.
Same shit.
Yeah, I love it.
But we all need that.
No, we do.
We need that one homie who's a little older than you, and he knows it. And I'm not saying I know everything in the world, but one thing I know how to do is live life,
right?
Travel, make money, be respectful, be successful, embrace music, have sex with a bunch of beautiful women.
So it's time to settle down.
And now I'm settled.
Queen
wifey, you know. My wifey knows I had a hell of a good one. That's why I'm so good at what I do. She knows that shit. But look, this is reality. I love my wifey. I'm an ace. We're good. My wifey and my children mean more to me than I mean to myself. I literally don't mean nothing compared to them because they're what it is for me now.
Right.
But I had a hell of a run, bro. Like my run, I wish I could document it and put a maybe I will.
Write a memoirs.
Like it's almost like how would God allow me to do some of the shit that I've done, but some people to live their life. It's unfair.
Right.
I've been very blessed and I know that. Like looking back, I'm like, come on, bro. Like, really? Really?
No,
your whole shit, really?
Right.
Including like, bro, I failed the mortgage test 3 times. No, if you were at my company, Loan Depot, in 2010, if you failed it one time, you were fired. Because you took a 1-month course to pass that test. I failed it the first time. Nope, we're not firing you. I'm the only one, mind you.
Jesus.
The second time, we're not done yet. The third time, I was told that I had to wait 6 months to take it again. So I was like, I walked to my boss. I failed it the third time. I'm like,
can't really do that.
bro, I'm like, I'm done.
Yeah.
Thank you. He's like, no, we're giving you one more. I'm like, how is there one more? There's actually 4. Now there's only 3. This is in 2010. This is right when the mortgage came back from the crash.
Okay.
I passed the test with a 75, which is the number that you need to pass it. What are the odds?
Yeah.
There's a picture of me on YouTube. If you Google it or YouTube it, I'm like, hey, I'm popping 2 bottles of Dom P or whatever. Some sort of champagne. I'm at the store. I'm like, hey, pass my mortgage test. Ooh, like, it was the most life-changing moment of my life because now I have a career. Mm-hmm. Now I have a job for life.
Yeah.
Because now, bro, I'm a salesman, so I can get hired. I have my own branch right now, but if I didn't, I'm walking into your branch and you're like, you're hired. Let's go.
That's cool. Yeah.
Because I know mortgage, like if you think about if you were like the manager of an Albertsons for 20 years, that's how I know mortgage. Like I can handle your loan. It's my thing. It's what I don't even know anything really but that. I tell you I know it way better than rap. I'll handle your loan way better.
Yeah,
but I know my verse way better than I know that loan. Because when I leave here, I'm going to the studio. I'm dropping that verse. It's like so simple for me. I've done it so it's muscle memory. I've done it for so long. It's like I know this. This is my shit.
Right.
So the kids, you guys, 10 years younger than me, you're grown men. But to me, the youngsters,
I get it. I don't take offense to it.
You're like,
it makes me feel young again,
which is good. Hold on to that shit for dear life. Grip that.
Right.
You're like, oh shit! Like look at the OG, and to me, I'm not an OG because Will's an OG.
Yeah, Will's. You've been fucking.
That's on you. No.
Okay.
Hold up. Bobby Holly in the building.
Right. No, Will's an OG for
AKA
sure.
Derek.
But Will's so young in spirit too.
No, I told you I'm going to his wedding.
Yeah, I love it.
I'm actually taking him. Not to overshare, but I'm taking him on his wedding day. I'm taking him and his wife each to the Nike store and buying them some Jordans or whatever they want from the Nike store.
Get him some tuxedo too.
I'll get him some tuxedo. You know what? If we can, so can I buy a bottle before? I wonder if I can travel with it. How does that work?
Just get it at the store.
There?
Yeah, wherever.
Is it there?
Oh yeah.
In Vegas?
Oh, they're in Vegas? No,
Yeah.
I just take it with you.
Okay, so can I bring it on the plane?
I wish he was in Vegas.
I would like to have a picture at his wedding with the tuxedo.
Yeah, that would be cool, huh?
With Taji, me, Will,
everybody all dressed up.
all dressed up.
That would be so sick.
Let's make that happen.
Yeah, we should do that.
It's in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
From yesterday.
We'll just gift him a bottle for his wedding, and we'll call it that.
There it is.
There it is. Cheers to you, sir.
But nah, man, I think if we could all help each other, especially in this pandemic, where this is just a weird ass time.
There's not really any performing, so it's kind of like just.
And I'm all the way for for being like the lieutenant of Eugene and making this shit happen. Like this is real, and this has never happened to me, bro. Honestly, this person that you're hearing right now has only existed for 66 days.
Oh, really?
Something happened. There was a paradigm shift.
It's a shift.
Huge one. My wifey and my kids went to Cali. I had a week to myself, and I really pondered.
Was it the same time Dusty came?
No, that was just a couple days ago.
I was gonna say, that's insane.
No, that was another, contributing
Talking
factor
about
to
the
this whole
world's
deal.
lining up.
But like I sent my wife and my kids to Cali to do my job, and when they were gone, I realized I was slipping so hard on like my actual perspective of what it all is. Because I'm like getting kind of caught up in my ego. I'm making good money. I got my own company. I'm the man. You know what I'm saying? I got my process. It's just like I'm becoming like a mortgage rapper. But when they left, I realized how much A, I'm dependent on my wifey.
Yeah.
B, I love the fuck out of my kids, and I need them in my life, my everyday. Like I'm thinking I'm gonna enjoy the shit out of them being gone.
Oh, I guarantee you it was.
It's miserable. Instead, I'm like,
yeah.
Is
he keeps doing.
Was that me?
Man. Yeah. You didn't realize that was you? Like
no, I thought that was him.
I let two of them slide.
I thought that was him. Pull up.
Oh my gosh, you're gonna get me lit, bro.
That's really water. We love y'all though.
I am good.
That's 86 water.
Yeah, 86 proof water right here.
H2O. It's a good thing.
High quality H2. We're just staying hydrated.
It's a good thing I got to ride, bro.
No, that was just to say.
You know what I mean?
Quit hitting that damn thing.
But nah, like so check this out. So they came back, and I pick up my wife from the airport, and I bring them home.
Right.
And I actually thought I had COVID. I got a cold.
Right.
They got home, and I was laying there. I was hella sick, and like I had something happen to me that was more powerful than anything that's happened to me my whole existence in my 41 years. It was a paradigm shift. I felt it hit my soul like, we're done.
Yeah.
Everything that you thought, all my ego, gone.
Right.
Bro, I've been an egotistical motherfucker my whole life. Don't get this.
Just out the window.
Don't get the 10 chains wrong.
Yeah. I get.
That's just habit.
Yeah. Right. No.
This ain't ego.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Don't get me wrong. We can sell them and get a lot of money.
Right.
But they're there. They're a collection.
Right.
They're one of my OCD habits that I do when I make money. Buy chain. But no, I had a realization that I have the best life that I could ever dream of in my whole existence on this planet already, right now.
Yeah. If I'm
and
looking
I'm tripping
through like an observatory,
and I'm
tripping.
pretty
Sweet, bro.
Bro, my life is.
Yeah.
I just got my wifey a new GLS 450.
Is that the
with it's the Benz SUV with the rims and the tents and the little emblem that comes out the door
when you open it and shit,
which I didn't even know that happened.
Yeah.
And like if you steer out of the lane, it pulls you back in the lane, and if you back up, it stops if you're gonna hit somebody.
Oh my gosh,
some next level shit.
Yeah.
I drive a 740 Li and a truck. I didn't even think about this shit my whole life. I just thought it was like, I'm like, what? I'm JB the Don.
I'm JB the Don.
Bitch, you ain't JB the Don. You're fucking blessed. You're like a king. You have everything that you could ever want right now. So right now, this moment, right in this interview, I'm in the prime of my life.
I'm happy for you, sir. We're
picture
that. To that. And then we are going to say...
Hey, picture that shit, though.
No, yeah.
Really, though. The prime of my whole existence on this planet.
Right now. Pinnacle.
Today. Mm-hmm. Like today shit.
Today's the best day of my life.
And I never even knew it until 66 days ago when I woke up in my room like it was a hospital. Like, holy fuck, I've been thinking about it all wrong. Like, somebody punched my soul and was like, damn it, I did it again.
It's cool. I can't do another one right now.
No, I can't, and I won't.
I don't want to do another one right now
because I still got to get home.
I did one more than I wanted to. I was like, I'm glad he's got a ride.
That verse might be interesting.
We got 10 minutes.
Okay, so check it out. So when that happened, the main thing I thought about was like how instrumental my wife was to my life. Which I'm a cocky motherfucker. Like, I was a cocky motherfucker. Who've always thought like, I mean, this is just what it is. Like, this is how I got it.
Right.
I'm me. And something happened like, so now, and unfortunately now, my wifey has the reins. Because I've gave them to her. Like, here.
No, yeah.
You can hold these.
Yeah. I do that
and for life
too. I'm just like,
and for life, hold on to them because I no longer deserve them. Because reality is, she handles my kids like a champ. I work and I do make the money. That's cool. Thank you. But there's a lot more to life than making the money, bro. Mm-hmm. It's like it's love. It's passion. It's who you are. So like when she came from Cali and
she's working too. Don't
she's
get it
not.
wrong. You know what I mean?
She's not.
No, I mean like
with the kid.
Yeah.
Way harder than I am.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. She's
especially because I'm really good at my job. So it's like, how hard are you working, bro?
Yeah.
You're sitting on.
You guys playing tic-tac-toe and checkers and
bro, you see my
doing
pictures,
puzzles and shit.
I'm in there with Gamestaz shirts on and fucking 20 chains, thinking I'm Flavor Flav.
How hard is
doing
puzzles,
your loan?
baby?
It ain't that hard. She's dealing with it. My son is a freak. My daughter's a gangster, and you're dealing with him on the daily.
Yeah.
So I love the fuck out of my wife. And now
let's do a cheers to you.
Now this wifey. Moment, cheers to my wife. Hey, honey, you know this, and she knows now.
Oh, yeah.
She knows that.
Holding the house down.
Her and my kids come way before I do, bro.
Holding the house down.
She knows the fuck out. That's my reality. So like, music is done. And look, guess what? When I'm leaving to come here, my wife is like, "I love you, honey. Have a good time. I hope it's dope."
Right.
Like super inspirational.
No, yeah,
like
yeah.
there's not a single negative vibe. And I'm like, hey, I gotta go to the studio afterwards, so I'll be home.
I might be a little tipsy when you pick me up.
I'll be home around 10. I'm like, and it's a Tuxedo Vodka interview.
Yeah.
So we're gonna be shooting back.
Yeah,
She's
yeah.
like, you know, starting fights. I'm like, no.
No.
That's over. Like, because I'm a square now.
No, we have good time.
Mind you, 66 days versus 41 years isn't very long.
Yeah.
But it's crazy how much you can change in that small amount of time.
For sure. Transition.
But I don't want to fight nobody no more.
Right.
That's exhausting.
No, yeah.
Just get away from me. I don't want to problem.
I'm glad I got that gene out a while ago. Like, I'll be that dude. Like, come on.
My shit left 66 days ago.
Kill it, bro.
Think about this. My
but
whole
like
life.
You said, I still hit a motherfucker in the face if I have to.
My whole life I've been that cat though. Like, and especially since I've been about 25, that I want to hit you in your face.
Yeah, like I'm glad I grew out of it early.
I don't because that's a dangerous mode to be in. Like,
is,
someone says something like,
yeah.
Especially is once
I will sleep you.
Here's what it is. It's once you realize you're strong.
Yeah,
and you're like, I'll fuck you up, homie.
Right.
It's the first cat you fuck up. You're like, oh.
And then when you realize your glass isn't super, or your jaw isn't super glass,
you get hit a few times.
Yeah, you're like, oh,
so I got jumped a few
hit.
times. I actually got jumped 9 months ago.
Yeah.
No.
Oh wow.
No. Hold on.
That's pretty soon.
Let me buy myself some credit. 13 months ago.
Oh yeah.
It was in November. It was in November of 20.
Was that here?
Yeah, at the what's it called downtown where they play the games? Blair Alley.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I got the shit beat out of me.
Really?
But luckily for me, the only mark I had was my tooth went through my lip, but I have a little goatee right here.
That's fine.
So no, you can't notice it, and that was it. But I got my ass whooped. These fools fucked me up. I thought I got in a car crash.
Fuck, bro.
Youngsters, they were like 25.
I was gonna say, well, they was probably stupid little youngsters.
Young little badasses, and I was like talking shit to them. And they fucked me up. I deserved it.
Oh, yeah.
I'm actually really respectful to the fact that it happened because I'm a testament to that's what changed my life. Oh my I realized right then I was like, you ain't untouchable, bro.
Yeah, no.
It was my first night without my homies out in the town, and I got my ass whooped.
I thought it'd be just fine. I'm a grown ass man now.
Hey, these folks beat the shit out of me, bro.
That's fucked, bro.
It hurt.
That's fucked.
I woke up in my daughter's bed, just brutalized, and I was like, "You did this. Like you caused this," and I did. I remember what happened. I was being a motherfucking piece of shit. You know what I mean? I tried to challenge all these youngsters, and they were like,
yeah.
Nope.
You instigated it, huh?
Oh, I brought it on myself, and they were like,
shit.
"We're whooping your old ass, bitch."
Oh my god!
Just like me and my homies would have when we were young.
Right.
Just like me and my homies did when we were young, and they were like, "We're gonna give you a taste of your own medicine, old man."
We got 5 minutes, bro. Oh my gosh! No, I know. This funny thing reminds me of a story. I love doing story swaps. So you know Figure Slim?
Yeah.
Of course. And then TJ, like Rick James.
Yeah.
So Rick James has been like one of my best friends since the music started and shit. Actually introduced through Figure Slam. One night we all went out to a club, and it's actually the same. It was the District now, but I'm pretty sure it's the arcade place now that you were talking about.
I did a show there in 2011.
Yeah.
I know right where it is.
So we were at the District. We pulled up to the District. And these two super, super drunk white dudes pull up, and they come outside of the bar while we're pulling in. And dude does like a handstand on Rick James's Cadillac.
Damn.
And thinks it's like super funny. And like Rick James and Slim bust out the whip, and they're like, hey man, what's going on, bro? Like, come on, just what are you doing? You know? And all of a sudden, like, they start getting into it. Like, there's like two white dudes. They're super drunk. They start being real disrespectful. Yeah. And then on all TJ saying, I just want you to just apologize for this. It's totally fine. Like, just apologize, bro. We're gonna just go about it. Night. Yeah. They wouldn't apologize. They decided to drop the N-word. And oh yeah, fucking, I'm outside the vehicle too. We're like all over there. Everyone's kind of drunk, mind you. And I remember Rick drops like a 6-hit combo. Dude, that drunk white dude was able to go some freaking way. Some way. Just he was on some Matrix shit. No, yeah, he was just Matrixed it out, right? And then security came, and I got like choked up. And by security, I'm like, I came over to defend people, my peoples. Like, I'm not even in it, you know? And freaking, I get choked up by security. Figure Slim's like, let my man go right now. Let my man go right now. And then he let go of me real quick. And I was like, okay. And then, like, shit got all like, police got a little crazy. But no, yeah, it was reminding me of that whole, like, I would never do this 10 years from now. You know what I mean? I would have tried to get out the whip and be like, stop, everybody stop.
Some of the shit that I've actually been a part of, if I were to see it on video, I'm like, you fucking freak. Yeah, right, you crazy, like, I wouldn't dream of it, bro.
No, yeah. We're grown, bro.
Some of the shit that I did, 2 years ago. Mm-hmm. Because when I moved to Oregon, here's the deal. I was in the mortgage industry and everything was cool, but I moved to Oregon thinking I was going to be a big weed baller. Right. But I had a false thought that I was going to be like a millionaire like overnight. Right. This shit takes years.
No, yeah, for sure.
And you got to be a successful farm for years.
No, yeah. But
I thought I was going to touch down. I thought I was going to touch down and like mortgage is trash. I'm like, oh, this is it. This is it for me. Mm-hmm. That's not the case. So when the reality check slapped me, but I had a hard time accepting it. But when I accepted it, it was a bitch slap. I was like, sit down, bitch. But now, I'm good, bro.
No, I know. Yeah.
I'm hella good. Like, my life is hella good. Yeah. I'm going to help hella homies. Yeah. I got a hella good job. My life is good, bro. Like, I have zero complaints. Like, if I were to complain, I'm a bitch. And I'm not a bitch, bro. You know me.
Not feel you, boss.
There's one thing I don't do is be a bitch. I got a hella blessed life. Mm. But one thing I want to tell you on your show is I'm hella proud of you because it ain't about me. I will help pump Tuxedo Vodka any way I can and your podcast and do anything I can do, which I can do a lot.
I appreciate you. I know you
and
can.
I will do a lot, especially because I love doing shit that isn't for me.
Well, I love the whole, like, when we do new guests, it opens up more doors. And that's, like, the real thing I was really excited about.
And I want doing the podcast. Here's the deal. Here's what I'd like to do. Here's what I'll propose. Let me bring you some guests.
Oh, please do.
I will have them call you or contact you, and I'm going to be like, hey, you need to put this person on. I have one homie who's a weed grower, but he's a hella popular weed grower, and you need to,
that's great.
You need to have him on. He's a rapper as well.
Yeah.
But when I'm on here, I'm like, I'm not thinking about me, bro. That's over. I'm thinking about, like, how can I help this motherfucker? And I already got, like, in my head what it comes. You know what I mean? So, like, we're good, bro. I'm a 5'4" motherfucker.
All day.
I'm a local cat, and
oh shit.
What we got? 10 seconds? Are we done?
We fuck it up.
We're good. I mean, it's rolling now.
Okay. How much time we got?
I just restarted it.
Oh shit. I
was zoned in too.
Oh shit. All right, let's dial it back.
So check it out. So look at, I'm a 5'4". Hold on.
Yeah.
I'm a 5'1" local cat.
Right.
I'm a regular dude, but I want to see your brand grow. And I'm going to reach out to all my people. Let's get this podcast flowing.
Right.
And I'm going to expand your base to maybe a base that you wouldn't normally have.
No, I need that, bro.
And I got you.
No, yeah. All right, bro.
And just know this.
What's that?
This shit's all divine, bro. Why I'm on here, you tell me. For you, bro.
What's that?
Why I'm here. Like,
why are you here?
This shit's all divine. Like, everything is instrumental. Will came here so I could come here.
Okay. No. You know what I mean? It all kind of like trickles down, right?
It's the trickle down effect. And the whole thing is like, I want to build what you have for you It has nothing to do with me, and I will. And I have a very good knack at doing that, and I can't wait to help you do this shit. So let's build this brand. Let's make Tuxedo Vodka 86 a real podcast, and we'll get everybody we can involved.
Oh yeah,
let's do it.
Let's do it.
And all my local people support this shit because this dude's a local cat.
He said real podcast, but we are already at like 9 hours of content. By the way, people, just to let everybody know.
I'm just talking about my people.
But no, yeah, I feel you.
You know what I mean?
9 hours.
Make it happen. Come support this tuxedo shit. You know what I'm talking about? Jay Blanco. No, yeah. I'm
out. I just want to say before you go, I appreciate you obviously. I appreciate you obviously coming on.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you for having me.
I've been looking up to you since I was riding around in my like 1998, 2000 something Thunderbird. Bumping Gamestaz.
I thought he was gonna say elf or a mongoose.
No. I was running around bumping that in the old school whip. Yeah. Since 2006, I've been knowing who this gentleman is, and it's been a big inspiration for my growth as well. Like when you went to Cali,
it's an honor to be a part of what you're doing now. Because I've veered out, but you also know I can easily veer in.
Oh, I know. And watching you go to like Cali and dropping like, I remember like was when I wanted to bring in the segment or whatever with the Cali move, like I feel like I remembered you moving like 2006, 2008 era, and then you dropped like Cali Shake.
And that was huge.
Yeah, and that was on. And I watched you, and I knew you were here. You lived here, and then you moved, and then you dropped this Cali Shake song. Such a bold move, being from Eugene.
Bro,
you know what I mean?
Changed my whole
and then
game.
You go down there, you drop the Cali Shake, and it's fucking good, dude. Like it's like especially for the time of the song.
And I was living in
like
Orange County, and I shot it at an Orange County shop, a dispensary.
Yeah,
and it was shout out to my boy Josh Molina for letting me use his dispensary. It was fucking crazy, bro. Dude. Like the momentum carried me to my whole life,
bro.
So look at that video, Cali Shake. Boris Undorf, this cat, shot it. He goes, "Hey." I sent him. He put a video on Instagram, or excuse me, on Facebook, and was like, "Hey, I'm looking for a talented artist." Hundreds of artists respond. Right, and
he went with your shit, huh?
And I sent him Cali Shake.
Yeah,
which was terrible at the time. I remixed it.
Oh, okay.
It was decent, but and he was like,
good.
"I want this." I didn't know this, bro. He worked for a film company. The company had the equipment.
Right.
So when he showed up the morning of Cali Shake, he had a fucking crane.
Oh my god!
All these cameras that
and
were
you're like, what's going on?
Bro, it was a free video. I was paying for his hotel and giving him.
Oh my god!
I was giving him like $500. Thank you. That's cool.
I'm so glad I brought this up.
But bro, he fucking had the train track that pushed across.
Yeah, of course, right?
And I'm like, so what? I went. So that morning, I already went and bought Starbucks for everybody, which I thought was baller.
That's so
when I
cool.
showed up, I'm
course,
like,
right?
Starbucks is trash. I needed like Mastros.
Oh, really? Is that a thing? I didn't know that.
In Orange County, Starbucks is cool, but I was like, when I didn't expect to see this shit. I had no clue that this fool was gonna bring out the fucking party.
Yeah.
So I called this broad that I know that worked at my gym, 24 Hour Fitness, where I worked. My wife, he worked at 24 Hour Fitness as well. She was the operations manager, and I was the fitness manager.
Yeah.
And I need you. I called this chick who was like, she was just a regular front desk worker, but her parents had a dope ass house. And I was like, "Hey, Allison, can I use your house for this video?" And she was like, "Yep."
That's so dope.
So if you watch Cali Shake, the video, the pool scene, that's her house in Anaheim.
Like most of the video too, right?
And it's a dope ass scene. And my girl's friends like, drink the water. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it was crazy, bro. Like. That video changed my life too.
And you met your lady at the
and my wife is the one, the pink in that video.
Yeah, that's so cool.
And she had the big fake boobs, and it was mind you, I co-signed.
She had them. I'm sure she still has them.
She still does, but I co-signed for those fake boobs. Now,
but she had them at the time too.
Run with me, you know what I'm talking about? So check this out, bro. Bottom line is this: I've been hella blessed.
Yeah,
you're hella blessed.
Yes, sir.
You got those expensive ass dogs that jumped all over my suit.
You know I do.
You know what I'm talking about? And you're hella blessed, bro. Like, bottom line is this: when I see you and I give you respect just out of what you're doing, and the fact that I'm here, it means you're a real motherfucker, and you're doing your thing. You know what I mean? So take your blessings, embrace them, grow on them, run with them, and run this shit. I will help you build your podcast, and watch. I guarantee this will be a pivotal podcast that I will help this shit build to a little bit of a different level. It's up to you to make it build to the real level that you want to.
That's true.
But I'll give you a little catapult.
Yeah.
Like, here, I got you.
Slingshot me forward,
and watch,
baby.
you'll be like, hey, good look on that fucking catapult, bro.
Yeah, for
but
sure.
if you take that shit and run with it like I ran with it, here's the deal. My catapults always came from me. I wish they hadn't. Mm-hmm. If I could look back on the homie gave that shit to me, I'd have fucking roll with that
right,
shit,
yeah,
bro.
I feel it. I feel it.
But look, we talked about some heavy shit that I've never spoke about on an interview.
Really?
Mac Dub. You might have gave me my whole rap career, bro, and I love you for that shit. That's why
I'm gonna cheers to Mac one more time with my last drink,
let's cheers that shit. Hey, that's why I'm going to your wedding, bro, and I'll fucking beat the shit out of nigga for you. You know that shit, bro.
I'll do it too, but probably not as badass.
Mainly me, though.
Mainly him, though.
I love you, bro. Like, that's real shit. Like, the fact that you fucking told me write a verse, and I'm
yeah,
bro. Nothing's been
just
the
right
same.
There on like
nothing's
that
been
Valley
the same
River
since that
freaking little exit ramp.
Nothing's been the
shit.
same since that moment.
That's
I became
crazy.
a man and wrote a verse, and like shit changed my whole existence.
So crazy.
And do you think it's been hard?
Oh, I guarantee it.
It's been hard as fuck, but
yeah.
Do you think it's also been easy?
I guarantee you had a blast.
It's been a great time, bro.
Yeah. It's been a hell of a ride.
It's been a hell of a ride. So now look, I'm gonna help you motherfuckers.
Yes, sir.
Create your hell of a ride, and I got you. Let's do it.
All right.
Hey, shout out to all my 541 people. Tuxedo Vodka, we in the building. Jay Blancs, I'm out.
All right. Tuxedo Talk. We'll see you next time, all right?
Pew!